in a stampede one time, yeah.
Oh my gosh,
and I actually almost died, like dead ass, haha, joking, but I actually almost died. I'd be like, hey, I saw your man outside. I wouldn't say like that, but
please show your friends your man, okay? All your friends should know what the guy you are talking to you looks like. Please, I'm actually begging you, because one, London is mad small.
Mum and daughter start fighting. They start basically fighting, and then they call Sarah. Sarah basically calls flipping the police on her mum.
Why? And the thing is, when I would look at his followers, there would be so many Asian women, and I remember just being like, wow, I'm really. And also his crush was Janae Aiko. Hey guys. hey.
Performer.
No.
Performative.
Okay. I hate her. Do you see? No, you know what I saw? I saw this TikTok and it said, if you were trapped in a room with someone for 24 hours and they have to bully you for you to win 1 million, who would you bring? Jameen.
Well, like, I'm not
and the fact that you've just now in 1 second of a...
I just, Yeah. Yeah.
Antagonist.
Nothing else to say?
No.
Okay.
She's just... Anyways, that's how I'd win the 1 million.
At least the cameras are rolling this time. So
exactly, so I can add this clip.
What did I say?
Okay.
You know, it's the fact
I
that
didn't say
you just say so many things that they will just blur into
one.
Anyways, hey guys, welcome to the Grey Area podcast. As you can see, there's a few members missing right now. Couple Opa and Ati are both not feeling well, so they can't join us.
Opa's feeling well. She's at church.
No.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, Ati's not feeling well, but Opa has other commitments, so she can't come.
You see, let me tell you something. Here
we go. Go.
Let me say something. The only diligent people here right now is me and Maiwa. We've never missed an episode.
Hater. I missed one.
We love you guys.
No, because I was like, hold on.
Because
I missed one because I was sick. Guys, I had food poisoning. What do you want me to do?
Did I beg her to eat the food?
Oh.
No, guys, okay. When I thought she was going to go in the direction of, like 3 of us came and we
exactly.
on time.
You flipping hater don't want to even involve me. Talking about what's the truth?
It's the truth. Ati is a what's the word?
Chronically late.
No. What's that? Serial
offender. Serial offender. Opa, this one.
But like.
No. This is Opa has always. This is the first one that she's made.
I actually meant
a late offender. Opa, serial number one.
Where man? Me and Maya were diligent.
Hello, I am here.
Oh, hi, she.
Anyways,
she's staring at me. She's staring at me.
Just really shut up. Anyways, so welcome to the TJ podcast. It's 3 of us today. Do we still do what the Grey Area is?
Oh, we don't. We really should do it.
The Grey Area podcast. The Grey Area podcast is basically where we discuss us navigating our lives, the ups, the downs, the highs, the lows, the blacks, the whites, all of the above. Yeah. That's what we discuss here. Everything in between. So it's just the 3 of us this time navigating the Grey Area today. But let's get into the intro. It's your girl Shay.
It's your favourite fly babe, Maya.
And it's Jimmy.
Wow, that was
quick.
Yeah, literally.
So, Jimmy's gonna be strike. Every time something goes well, it's gonna be up and that's
no, literally flipping cater. We love you guys.
We do love you guys.
Efficiency.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So this is my words.
We went to Eden this week, guys.
Yes, we did.
Gonna in love with your booty.
Look out for TikTok.
Because look out, we're gonna do TJ takeover.
I have clips to send you guys as well, actually.
Eden. Well, 1/3. No, sorry.
It was again the 2 offenders.
2 offenders, they weren't there. Exactly. But Myra, she's taking over the pod. Well, she's bringing the topics today for the podcast. So take it away, Myra. What have you got for us?
Let's start first with how everyone's week was. Anything interesting to share?
Eden. I made my Eden debut, guys.
I feel like you went on not the best day.
I had a great time.
That's what it is. Yeah, it was still fun. But had you gone on like a good Friday night or like a Thursday when there's not an event takeover?
Allegedly, people are saying Thursday's
New Friday, isn't it? Thursday, New Friday.
No,
because it should never be.
Day, that's why. But the Thursday takeover, that's why it was a bit empty. A Thursday when there's no takeover, that place is packed out.
I'm actually kind of glad that It wasn't, because I always get like, when it's too packed, it's just given overheated. Guys, I was in a I was in a stampede one time, yeah. Oh my gosh, and I actually almost died, like dead ass, haha, joking, but I actually almost died. So I feel
it was funny.
It was hilarious, but it was like,
I'll explain why it was funny.
So basically, we went to this event. It was like in uni, and it got like no behavior. That's and there was no behavior. There was none, and it was like a doorway. So imagine like a really like small doorway, and they were allowing people in and out. So it got to a point where it's like it was so crowded and everyone had gone, and I can't remember if it was guys chatting to me or something, but something had delayed me, Sha.
Yes, because we were trying to leave from one
room to another.
But the place was like packed.
So everyone was in front of me, and I think someone had come up to me and I was talking, and then I turned and they were gone. So I was trying to get out with everyone anyway, and then we just get to the door and it was just people coming forward and people coming back, and I was just like, you know what, all I need to do is not fall and then I'll be fine. I promise you, 5 seconds after I fell and I was flat on the
this was scary,
guys. It was actually scary. I was flat on the ground. I was hearing people, and anyways, trigger warning, I was hearing people scream like, I'm gonna die, like this is it, like blah blah blah. Anyways, let me not discriminate against sizes, but this like really big guy then fell on top of me. I'm 5'2", like, for anyone, I'm 5'2", 5'1".
I was gonna say
so before they correct me, so like, and he was like 6 foot, like he was really big, and he like fell on top of me, and I remember just like lying on the ground, and I was just thinking, God, this can't be how I go out. Like, not actually gonna lie, like this actually can't be how I go out. Like that's crazy. I still have how many years of uni of life, like, of everything. Do you know what I mean? I was like, no, this can't be it. As soon as I said that, I said, okay, I have like 1 second to get another breath of air before like, you know, it gets serious. I just remember I did, and then I turned my head. That's actually what saved me, I think, because I turned my head to the right, so then I was breathing out like this side, then people were falling on top of me. Oh my God. And then I passed out, and then this guy just lifted me up from the crowd. Yeah, I swear it was like an angel. You just see the light like shine through the masses. Yeah, this guy like lifts me up. He literally froze me up, then froze me out of the pile, and then my wig slided.
This is what I saw.
Messy.
So obviously
body. What you mean?
We had left that place, right? So we were like, we all held each other's in this kind of place when the place is too. We were all holding each other's hands. So then this is our point of view. We're all holding each other's hands. We had left. We turned back. Where's Shay? But like before we left, we saw her talking to one guy, and we're like, "Oh, Shay the flat, Shay."
All right, we go.
So we're there having was it dancing away, having the time of our lives, and then after we're like, where's this girl? I think we messaged you.
Yeah,
you trying to look at your Snapchat location, things like that. We're like, I don't know what this guy's doing to Shay, but like Shay's not here. And then obviously we're just partying. We're partying out literally, and then Shay comes up to us. We finally see Shay, and the wig is shifted. One lash is gone.
Oh yeah.
And then like the makeup was like 50% wiped off. And then me and Olivia started cackling. I'm sorry. Like,
no, but if you see me, it was just gonna like,
who is this? So we just look at her like, I'm started cackling, and she was like, guys, I nearly died. And obviously we're like, oh, my gosh, Shay, what happened? But obviously we're also trying to like take in her appeal, because it
was guys.
Is that how she came back to us? But then after that, I think we ended up going to like a hospital.
No, we ended up in the they checked on me in the ambulance, and then they're like, no, you actually can't go back. We have to take you to the hospital. So I went to hospital. I was just lying. I'll insert a clip because I have a recording. I was just in the hospital chilling.
Sitting down.
Thank you. My angel, thank you so much. And it was just given like we want to go home, so then we ended up getting like the last not the last train, the morning train. We got the morning train,
like 11 a.m.
Got home. I still have, you can't see it from here, I still now have a bruise on my knee from that night. Lasting memory since.
I'm never going to Leicester again.
Never. That was the first and last.
Leicester is the problem.
First and last. But sorry to divert. That's why I really don't mind it not being crowded, because I just sometimes I actually do get a bit of PTSD, like when people get a bit too much, it's giving them back away. So I enjoyed it because it was just like I could move around, I could go to different tables, I could vibe, like I could see everyone. The DJ was lit. It was a good time. I Friday probably maybe it's more packed because Thursday is just an awkward day to have motives because work is actually the next day.
That's why the let me not say the jobless, but that's why the people that don't have anything to do on a Friday,
Because if you're in the creative scene and stuff,
you make your hours. Or like you
work for yourself.
Work for yourself or in the creative scene, or like
because I was going. I
had a meeting.
I woke up at 7 and I was on
to
my
start
way
your
to
day.
Go to the office.
No way.
Yeah,
Whatever.
she was in the office. I didn't. I had a meeting in the morning. I rose. You know, and it's just like
I walked to Elizabeth Line. I got on the flipping station. I got there. I was thinking, God, like my eyes were just like burning.
With your foot.
Oh my gosh, guys! My foot. The boot cut my foot. It cut my
because
toe.
I was basically when
I was in pain.
She was in pain.
I was like, this isn't normal.
Because I was like, do you mean like I understand? Obviously, heels are painful. Obviously, but I was like, come, like you can walk. Like it's okay. She was like, nah,
something's wrong. I was like, she was like, no, let me help you. I was like,
let me help you. Let me hold you. Like nothing. You were trying to lean.
I was like, the Uber flipping out wasn't coming. I was like, God, I beg. Then when I got home, I took off because I just see a cut on my like a deep cut on my big toe. I just took off my makeup and I went back to bed. So I was like, I have to wake up. Forget this. I was like,
I can't do this right now.
Yeah, I didn't wear my work shoes, but I wore New Balances.
No, because for comfortability.
I was like, nah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
Aside from that, it was a good night. Like Eden debut, I had a great time. It was good. You'll see me again.
That place is great. I'm sorry, that place is so great.
Do you see our TikTok on that?
Do you know what I mean? TJ takes over. Well,
what's it? TJ Pod?
TJ debut at
make sure
Eden.
to follow us at TJ Pod.
TikTok.
Subscribe. Yeah, TJ Pod everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
TikTok, Instagram, YouTube.
Follow us on Insta and TikTok.
Show love. We got love recently on our last
share.
Hey,
you're tired. I'm tired, guys. Sorry. But yeah, show love, please, and thank you guys for the love.
Yeah, the love on our last clip has been insane. So grateful. Like it's just the comments killing me.
Someone was like, "Oh, flipping hell, that thing took me away."
What?
Somebody was like, "Oh, I can't remember." But why were you commenting on it? Because it took me away as well.
She said I miss. Someone said it's when she said I miss my dad because when Oprah was crying.
Yes,
because I miss my father.
No,
that was ridiculous.
But yeah, guys, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Really appreciate it.
Nothing else.
Yeah, nothing else happened
in my week. Or anything?
Yeah.
So something else.
Yeah.
Because just anyway,
I can't say it on here.
Okay, what can you share for the
viewers, for the listeners?
They feel left out.
Do you know what I mean? They want to know our lives.
How can you do the grey area?
Do you know what I mean? And not tell us the grey area.
Yeah, do you get what I'm saying? Like, what the hell? What the heck?
What the hell? What the hell?
Yeah, we went out this week. I accomplished the mission that I wanted to accomplish.
What was your mission? Let's go back.
Shout out you, man.
Well, let's go back. What was the mission? Let's do what's it called? Generalized.
Okay. There's somebody that I've been talking to a little bit, on and off, whatever. Yeah, I saw him at Eden and we just vibed for a bit. And it was calm. It was nice.
Nice. Do you know what I mean? Don't be shy.
Do you know what it is actually? Because separately, it can go on the pod, but I was leaving to go to come record today. My parents were like, "Oh, where are you going?" I said, I record every Saturday now. I don't know, you're asking where I'm going. They said, "Oh, when are you going to send us a link to the pod?" I said,
to do what?
They don't see it. My mom follows us.
Yeah, my mum watches us, to be honest.
Love that for you guys.
You're not going to do it?
Absolutely not. Do you know what it is though? I said it very openly, I'm very open with my parents. So my mom asked me a couple of weeks ago, "Oh, I've never seen your pod." I said, "Yeah, no, and you won't see it until I'm ready to send you a link. If you want to go look for it, you can go look for it. But they'll reach a point where I'll be like, yeah, cool, I'm happy for you lot to listen to this now." Right now, they're still at a stage where I'm still teaching them. Sometimes you can't control everything that I do and say in this life. So yeah, I was like, you guys can go and find it if you want, but just know that I didn't send you to go look for it. The day I sent it to you, calm. So wow, I was like, in the best way possible, as liberal as my parents are, you guys are still a little bit judgmental. It's not even just about me because they know me, but I was like, I don't really want you to listen to the pod and feeling that thing that this person said, that person said. It's not even just about me because I can cover my own back, but I don't. Do you know what I mean? I feel like I'm not at a level yet where I'll be like, they'll be listening to certain stories and being like, what happened with so yeah, if they want to come and find the pod, they can find it. My little sister listens to it, my other little sister listens to it. That's fine.
Yeah, my sister's friend does. Hello.
Yeah, but it's not like I'm hiding it from them, but I'm not going to give you any links to the pod. So I love you guys, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, no, my week was good. My week was chill. I was a bit ill earlier this week because I've been overworked. I've been burnt out at work. So I took some time off, just to recover. Hay fever's been beating my ass, but other than that, yeah.
Well, you're one of the few that get hay fever?
I get hay fever. Not gonna lie, I haven't got anything right now.
Not even few. One of the many that.
Hey,
I'm one of the few that don't get it.
Yeah, I developed hay fever.
Oh.
You developed it. That's even worse.
You can develop hay fever at any age. I didn't know that.
That's sad.
Keep making jokes, because that was me last year. Keep making jokes. Keep making jokes.
It would never.
I haven't actually. I get like really bad hay fever, but I haven't had anything.
So
I was driving, my eyes were watering in the car today. I was like,
you guys, man, you need to just like help yourself
up.
You have to build.
Shut up!
Who's it?
No, Jareen always likes this.
She's gonna come. She's gonna.
I'll never have hay fever. But I just what's it call it?
Build
like if this evolution thing was real, I would be. I would be. I will go on to the next stage because COVID didn't affect me and hay fever doesn't affect me, so I know that I would make it.
Charles Darwin, get out.
I feel like you and Dr. Ema would really get along.
For real.
Yeah, you guys would really get along. Like, our first segment for today, I'll intro it because I will set the scene. But first was hot topics. Where we talk about things that are current, recent pop culture, social media, etc. And the one that I'm bringing today is about Chioma, her dad's, the woman that found out that it's not the niece, it's the daughter. I'll put a video in actually because I can put the TikTok in. Yeah. But I think you two have seen it.
Yes,
I've seen a clip, but actually you might have to elaborate because I only saw when she was shouting and the guy was begging or someone was begging.
Okay. There was a second update, so there's a bit of like evolution. So essentially, the first thing we saw of Chioma and her mother, her auntie, that is not her auntie, Sha, was this video, this woman like screaming at her husband saying, oh, like, you brought this girl into my house, I thought that it was your niece. It's not, it's your daughter. Bam. Okay, cool. So now we know the husband's cheated. Not only just cheated, brought the daughter into the house saying it's his niece and it's not. Fine. The second clip, or like third clip, because I saw them kind of together, was obviously people were now berating her on social media, like, look, we get that you're upset, but like leave the child out of this. Because in the video you'll see she literally directs the camera to, I think it's Chioma, and then her son is next to
because
there's two kids.
Chioma was begging on her knees because she was telling the man to like
get out.
Was it to the left? To the left. She was telling him to load. But obviously she was also saying Chioma as well, get out. But she was begging. I don't know how old the girl is.
I think
the girl's the oldest out of all the children, so I don't know if he cheated on her, or more so like.
You just didn't tell me that's your child.
Pretense.
No, that's what she did. So she bought under false pretense, but potentially cheated as well. I don't know.
But so he was basically Chioma was begging on her knees like, please.
Yeah.
I mean, she was like, no, like get out of my house. And even her child was begging as well, like.
The son in it, it was bad.
Everyone was begging like please, but she was really like. Absolutely. Emotional, I would say she was really basically doing a lot. Yeah, so that was part one.
Then, like the subsequent story was now she eventually made. I think she made a video with Chioma now saying like, okay, Chioma's saying, and like she apologized. She said, "I'm sorry for what I did," but like the man's leaving. The man's leaving. I'm so sorry that I did this to her, but obviously, like I was emotional in the moment. I'll try and find those clips as well. But essentially, like the end point now is she's apologized to Chioma. Obviously, I still think that what she did was wrong, but we can talk about it. And I think the man is out of the house. That's where they're at now. Okay. I think it was after a lot of social media backlash that she was like, okay, you know what, I actually need to publicly apologize. Like, I do agree with Jimmy. She was very emotional, so I think it took over, which is somewhat understandable to me anyway. But yeah, guys, what do you think? Because do you think she was wrong? Because I saw this on Twitter and I want to talk about it. Do you think that she was wrong for wanting Chioma out of her house?
I feel like that her or whatever was like misplaced onto Chioma, like sending Chioma out of the house actually doesn't do anything in terms of the man bringing her into the house, right? And I feel like being like, you to Chioma, you need to get out as well and stuff like that. Like the girl didn't, from what I've seen, she didn't ask like to be like, her father brought her here.
And honestly, don't even think she knew the extent of the situation.
I don't think she knew that was her dad.
Yeah, no, so but I mean, I don't know. She really like she's just a child.
I think she was pretending.
She was acting like
the girl looks about like 11, 12, maybe 11, 10. So I don't know. Anyway, this is all hypotheticals again.
Yeah, we're not there.
I hope their family finds peace or whatever. But I feel like she knew. Because a lot of people were also saying that they understand why she's pissed at Chioma as well.
So Chioma knew that was to be. So she was playing part of the not the game, but the thing that.
I don't agree with people understanding why she be upset with Chioma because it's still a thing of however long Chioma's been in the house, she's still a child.
No, that's
I feel like it's very normal for like parents just when you're young, they just say, look, I can't tell you why, but I need you to just do so.
But that's what I was saying. Like, so she's gonna follow her father.
Because that's what she knows.
I don't think people were clocking as well was that, because my mum was talking about this yesterday night as well. This is
international news.
My personal as well.
Like basically, like even all the pictures in the house. Yeah, she's not in any of them.
Right.
Like the family pictures, she's not in them.
Oh, how do people notice that?
I saw. Do you not see when she was the second video? There was a picture of her marriage. There was pictures of her. Like if you deep it, there was pictures of her.
So the child hasn't been in
the house for long.
So people are saying that you're just a nasty woman as well, because like even if she was your niece, you didn't treat her like family. Well, talk less of
fairs.
I can agree with that. Because I remember seeing another similar, but I feel like this raises another question about, like, you know when people bring their families together, like stepmoms.
Oh yes, there was this thing about pajamas.
Yep, exactly.
And the stepdaughter, or stepson, was coming over for Christmas. But it was kind of like a last minute situation, and everyone had pajamas except the son. But it was a thing where the mum wore the pajamas and didn't like.
Try and pick some up.
Didn't try and pick some up.
She
said there was no more, but it was a thing where she had pajamas. So, like, for example, if I was the mum, not gonna lie, do I need to? It can even be the kids are matching and I don't need to match. Exactly. Like, just give it to the son, because it was given very much like you're not part of this family. So I guess it's a similar vibe with this situation. I feel like like putting the child on the internet like that. I just feel like it's a little bit.
People posting kids.
I just feel like it's a little bit like crazy. Like post the father is how old, like concerned and stuff like that, but the child is actually 11. Like you're also degrading her and insulting her and stuff like that. Like that is such a horrible position to be in.
There were 3 videos. The first one was the whole like vocal. The second one was like her basically saying that you guys are judging me, you don't understand that.
So she made a video responding back. Okay,
before the apology to Shoma. So the second one was like her saying like, you guys don't understand. Like I'm really hurt. All this stuff. Like. You just won't understand unless you're in my situation. Like it's a lot going on, and she said she wanted to delete it. Like originally when she posted it, because she wanted to delete
she immediately
it.
It's
already there now.
But then she was like, by the time she went there, the video had. So she was like, there's no point of her deleting it.
This is still disagree with that. But my thing is, even though the internet is forever, she could have still deleted it. Like. Yeah, like it was gonna go far. It was gonna go far. People really posted it, but I feel like if she just deleted it, it would have shown like, okay, cool. She understood what she did was wrong, because she was in the comments until recent, still fighting back. Like, you have to understand that I was hurt. That's fine, but like, just delete the video.
I feel like if she was gonna delete it though, she has to do a video first. Or like she has to do an apology video and it deleted.
No, I agree.
Like I feel like if you just delete it and not say anything, and then just like, come on,
you can't finish and not say can't delete it. But my thing is, like, in both situations, in Shoma's situation and in the pajama situation, I feel like that man is very much at fault. Like the man is always at fault in a lot of these situations, because what do you mean? Like I think in the pajama situation, the dad knew that the son was coming over,
and just didn't
tell the
inform
stepmom in enough time. So now the stepmom was like, look, I know you people are mad at me, but I've paid for this photo shoot, planned for this photo shoot. Like I did what I could with what I had. Like I got him a set of pajamas, but I don't really think obviously they still stood out.
Like she could have gone to like quickly buy at Walmart.
I thought like she could have bought all of them new pajamas
literally and just been like,
I'll do what I can, or like let's all just wear white shirts, something. She didn't done anything, but cool. I still don't think that she is completely at fault. Like I feel like the issue is with the son's dad, in terms of like why did he not think to tell the stepmom? Do you know what I mean? Like it's like both people are in the wrong, but cool. With the Shoma situation, I feel like I will never ever condone posting children on the internet. Like I'm just not a fan of it in general. Like I speak about this quite often. I don't think you should post your children, anyone's children, on the internet, like for almost any reason. But with this situation in particular, I feel like with the added context of she don't even any family photos or whatever, like it was just like, it just feels like you were her, and that's understandable. But child, that's a child. Like I feel like it's just weird to
inspire a child on the internet.
It's a berate a child on the internet.
To video it and then post. Like,
what the hell? I feel like she was more ginger, like she was more bitter now finding out that.
And I also don't think she thought she would get the back. Like I feel like she thought people weren't gonna clock that the child is in the video begging. She thought everyone would jump on the man thing and be like, yeah, that man's dick and stuff like that. But you fucked up by then videoing the child on her knees, like begging, because she's not gonna lie, she's following her father's instructions. Her dad said you need to pretend like the only thing, maybe the child, but she's 11, like, but it's like,
I can't think of a reason why she would go and say, by the way, I'm actually his son. She would like, why would she do that? Like,
and my mom was like, the character she has as well is also what played into the part of the man even saying that they should pretend.
Oh, what's the character?
Because if you think it's what you think you can tell somebody.
I know exactly what you mean, because had he been able to say, look, so and so happened. This is okay.
So that's, people were like, that's also like a weird thing, but
although I don't know if I like that.
No, but I get it. But if you're in a relationship, I feel like the husband should be able to tell you like the situation. Child, not that then diverts the blame on the type of woman's character and stuff like that. But I feel like they don't have a good enough relationship where they can actually have these conversations.
There's a reason why that man didn't.
Wait. Okay.
Not saying that.
In what context would anybody take? I stepped out on you X amount of years ago, and this is the daughter that I've had for 11 years. I haven't told you about. Like, I don't think anybody would have taken it.
No, but it's not.
Well, like,
but it's not about taking it well. It's just we should have this. Like, I shouldn't find out from you hiding it. You should have told me. Then I can lash out and go crazy. But it's because you've told me and informed me of the information. It shouldn't be a thing of I'm finding out because we're not in a place that you
how
can.
Did she find out, or did you not tell her eventually?
No, but it's a thing where it's like I should know immediately. Like that should be a thing. How can you bring someone into my house that is your daughter and not tell me? Like that's so. It's just like so selfish. And like I said, their whole relationship, clearly the man is hiding things and doesn't want to be completely open. But it's not a blame on her. Like, oh, her character is so crazy and stuff like blah blah. More so on the man. Like, even if you feel like she's gonna lash out crazy, not gonna lie, responsibility for your actions. What you've done is crazy, so she will act crazy.
This is why I hate all types of relationships, because it's a removal of
he shouldn't have. She shouldn't have posted trauma like that. That to me, I just feel like it's so degrading. It's so insulting. It's putting the child in a position that she doesn't need to be in. That's going to be on the internet for. You can delete or whatever, but everyone, it's always going to be linked to her.
Because I was thinking, like,
what's your phone near the mic, by the way?
I said the way that, like, I don't.
So do you know what it means for a child to get on their knees and like beg? Like,
guys, that is actually really, really peak.
And for her son too as well.
Thank you.
Obviously shows a thing of like,
they clearly care for the child.
Look, cool, please, let's take let's have this conversation. Let's take this.
But even outside of that, I just feel like,
what were you gonna try and?
Yeah, because okay. Oh, sorry, I was even processing something. I just feel like, okay, cool, you're mad, rightfully so. Like we said earlier, focus that anger on your husband. Yeah. But like, with added context, you really, even if she's a niece, yeah, the way you haven't really like integrated her into the family, from what we've seen, already kind of sucks. So I agree with a bit about potentially character and like kind of knowing who she is, because she's clearly already kind of struggled to accept. And I feel like it's relatively okay. There's this book that everyone should read, The Secret Life of Baba Shaggy's Wives.
And, I'm literally listening to that
and a
right
very
now. It's quite funny.
It's a great book, and there's this interesting kind of theme of how sometimes when like young women are taken from their homes and like said they're going to go live with family and stuff, they're often treated as outsiders anyway. So I feel like for me, like I really don't like that kind of like was like, oh, I don't like that, because like she might not be your daughter or whatever, but like she's still at that point she was still family to an extent. So like, do you know what I'm saying?
I have a story. Was it a time like when I was younger, like probably in it was before secondary school, so like year 6. One of these aunties that I knew, basically, she bought basically a girl from what's the word, Nigeria. Yeah. And she basically used that girl as her slave, not slave. I don't know.
No, that's help. We use it as household, but like it's
so she used it as a household. And keep in mind, she had a daughter at the same age as that girl. So obviously, but that the daughter couldn't do anything basically. Like she was, so that girl was basically the one that would wake up all the children in the morning, like the littler ones, bath them, get them ready for school. She didn't go to school, by the way. So, and this is like anyway. So she was the one basically taking her. Yeah. She was a house help. They brought her to be a house help. And the thing is that their oldest daughter, they have an eldest daughter, but their eldest daughter was basically like, she was a hot girl. I can't lie, guys. She was hot. So obviously she was getting a lot of like male attention. She was flipping hot. So then obviously, but the mum, like every time she'll always be on the phone like late night. And this is like secondary school, so like early secondary, maybe like year 9 I would say she was in. at that time. I don't know. I was like, yeah. I was saying she was the eldest girl was like in year 9, not the house help, like the actual biological daughter. So she was basically a hot girl. She was getting like a lot of attention from boys and stuff like that. So I think that the parents had a lot of like trouble with like basically trying to get her to focus on her studies rather than the boys. But anyway, so one night, this is how everything went down. So keep that in mind, right? So there's a house help that's doing all the stuff. She doesn't go to school. She's the same age as one of her children. So now, one of the, what's the word? Guys, so one fateful night. So the girl, I don't know, let me call her,
Sarah.
So Sarah now, one fateful night, Sarah was basically talking to a guy, and then her mum was like, "Can you come and wash this plates? Like, what are you doing? Like, come, like, I'm." No. It wasn't wash the plates. She was calling her name like Sarah.
Yeah.
And she comes up to Sarah like,
Sarah the household. Sarah's the
Sarah's the hot girl.
Biological daughter.
I don't know. Give me Annie. Annie's the house help. So Sarah is like now, she's talking to some guy on her phone, and her mum's like, Sarah, don't you see me calling you? She comes up and then she takes the phone from Sarah, and Sarah she drags the phone back, like basically, what the hell are you doing? And then mum and daughter start fighting. They start basically fighting, and then they call Sarah. Sarah basically calls flipping the police on her mum.
Oh.
Sarah calls the police on her mum. Keep in mind, at that time, Sarah's mum, she's a train driver. They have good jobs. Like, they're well off. Sarah calls the police on her mum because she's pissed. Jesus. They come in. They come in the next day.
Sorry.
Annie, are you okay? Are you okay?
Annie?
There's nobody up. Yeah.
Oh my god.
The next day, the police come in again. They just do like a random check. They open all the doors, and then they see Annie at one of the doors, and they're like, "What's Annie doing here at this time? This is the time she's supposed to be in school." Yeah. Like, who are you? Like, what paper? Where's your papers?
Oh, long day. I already knew that's where that was heading. As soon
then after that, it just became like a fucking snowball effect.
Jesus.
Long story short, they lost their job. I think they couldn't pay for the mortgage on their house anymore. All this stuff. And then I remember one day I saw Sarah again. This was time ago. I was probably at year 9. Still a hot girl, but I was thinking, you basically, I don't want to say she ruined her family, because I felt like it was like kind of God's way to intervene to help.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Is it Sarah or Annie?
Yeah, because obviously she shouldn't have been in that predicament. That's crazy.
So that's what I'm saying. A long story short, like, some people are just above, and that Sarah was never included in family stuff.
So they just Annie.
Are you okay? Annie was never really included in the family stuff.
So she was just literally just the house help.
If they were to go out, they would just leave her out, and they would expect her to like make food for her.
The thing is, I just feel there's a level of wickedness that I don't know how you can be.
If you can't afford an actual maid, I don't know why you would make a child. Like, if you can't afford a cleaner, if you can't actually
mental thing, because
no, in Nigeria,
it's normal in Nigeria. You tell their parents or whatever that you're gonna house them and look after them, and like at a certain age you'll let them go to school, because that's literally in the book as well. You let them go to school, whatever, and then the second that the gate closes behind. Guys, sometimes that poor girl's life will be over.
It's like family stuff. So like my family back home, one of the girls, like her parents and stuff, they basically can't look after her, so they basically just like adopted her and stuff. But it's just like she has like a lot of trauma from her past family, so like she'll like lie about certain things or stuff. Like there's one time like she burnt herself with oil, and she just like she didn't tell anyone, and then they saw it in school and she was like burnt and stuff. But it's because like she has a lot of trauma from her past thing. So it's like sometimes it is like the kindness, like people actually were just like, you know what, let me take you into your home and help. But a lot of times it's like they abuse the children. Like they'll be like, oh yeah, we'll take them in, and they just end up being household. They just end up being like like literally a dog in a shed, like come out when we need you to, and then stay in. Like it's literally the most horrific treatment. And a lot of the times when it happens, it's parents having to give their kids, so I don't know how, like to have to do something like that, but it's like for money.
I can't remember what it's called, but the house farming.
I've never heard of that, but is it like
what it is? But like back in the day, a lot of the times, like people of color, they had to give their children.
Oh my god, to white people, and they would move to these like outskirts, or they moved from outside suburbs. Like, there's a movie based on that I'm interested in. I want to watch it on my watch list, and it talks about that and how he was farmed
Oh yes, I know what you're talking about.
So he was taken in by a white family and white supremacists, whatever. But anyway, yes, that's the one where
he like paints his face with like like cream or something, like or paint or something, because he wants to appear white because everyone around him is white and he doesn't understand why he's black. But it's like sometimes like that parents will have to sell their child because they can't afford whatever and stuff like that, and then the child will go and live with the family, look after, and it's just sometimes such a sad experience
with the whole like going back to the whole trauma situation. I feel like, excuse me, from what we saw, it felt like to me that even for her to go on her knees, not that I have actually never pled on my knees to my parents ever, like, because nothing, do you know what I mean? Even if I've done something that's really vexed them, even when I was younger, like, I did grow up in a more traditional way, and then I reached a point where I was like, you look, I'm growing now, sorry, but when I was growing up, like things like kneeling and like very traditional African punishments, police, it's okay, I'm okay, thank you. Like,
I kneeled one time. My mum did it one time, she never did it again. It was too funny. Like, she made us like kneel, and like put our hands like on the wall, and I remember just being like, oh mum, like this is so long, like why you do? She was going to the toilet, she was she was cleaning, she was doing whatever, she was just leaving us in there, and then she came back and she was just like, do you see now you've learned that you won't do it again. Like, and but it was like the one time. The only other thing we'd get is what's called my cousin would get that sometimes, face the wall. Like he was not, he was so face the wall, naughty. They'd be like, face the wall now, and then he was just like, okay man, okay, exactly, because I didn't say anything. My mum loves that, because sometimes I'll be like, to be fair, sometimes I'll be lippy, I'll be like, oh, like why are you doing that for? She'll be like, what'd you say?
Yeah, sorry, could you want to
come back, because say it louder.
To get your pattern your way out of stuff.
No, because
this is what, let me say my pattern. So also, obviously my mom's one was my mom's favorite thing was flipping kneel down, hands up.
Because kneel down, hands up.
I'll be crying as soon as she leaves me. I'm crying. I'll cry. Then she'll come up to me. She'll okay, it's okay. You know, like
it's because your mom's only child.
She's like, you know.
No, but even like if you cry, like they'll like one time I got in trouble in school because I called the teacher. Her name was Mrs. Bedford.
You're not gonna believe it, I promise.
Her name was Mrs. Bedford, but I wrote down Mrs. Bedhead or something like that. Not that deep, but someone snaked me to the teacher. I don't know. I know because her hair was really messy, so I was just basically but I was just making fun of her in it.
Just a mistake.
No, it was purposeful. But we were laughing about it. But then one of the girls that I was laughing with, flipping snake, went to go tell the teacher that that's what I wrote. So then then the teacher told my parents, and then my mum was like, "Why would you write that down?" Blah blah. We got home, and then I was just like, "I'm so sorry." Like I was literally just like, I don't know why I did that. I was just being funny, blah blah. Mum was like, "It's okay, like it's okay." She's just like, "You don't need to cry. Like it's fine." Blah blah blah. Obviously, the situation wasn't that deep, anyways. But when you cry, add a little bit of tears. Sorry, mother. They start to feel a little bit of. It works every single time. Because
there must be like, guys, that was not my story. I remember, okay, I say it very often. One thing about me is I've actually never been a liar. Like I don't like lying. It just has never.
I've lied.
I'm not a liar.
I've lied.
I'm not a liar. So I was in primary school still, and there was this one woman that she just didn't like me until today. Like she actually still doesn't. Anyway, there's a history behind that one. But she she ever since she met my sister, and she's never liked us, and we didn't know why. And she was a friend of my mum, and every time she was a little bit crazy. But anyway, so her kids therefore were also like kind of weird towards us. So they must have run off and they made up a lie that I said something about their mum. Until today, I still don't know what the lie was. Everybody was talking around me. I was like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Cool. Coming to school the next day, the mum is looking at me like I've done something to her. I'm like, oh well, that's normal. I always like I've done something to you, but like it was a bit more vim this stage. You know what I mean? I'm in the playground, like other kids have heard about it, they're all looking at me like, oh, wow, she said. I'm like, what did I say? Like I'm so confused, guys. It's what time does school start? Like 8 a.m. in the morning, guys. I'm walking through the school, everyone's treating me weird. I'm like, what's going on? So I had a favorite teacher, I shout out Miss Howland. I walked into school and I just broke down. I was like, everyone's being really weird towards me and I don't know what I did, like whatever. So throughout the day now, like we get to like breaks, don't know whatever.
That's crazy work,
guys. It was when I say
everyone is
literally
like, just like talking around me. I was so confused. So then it gets to like the first break and the girl, like that woman's daughter's come to me and be like, oh, why would you say so about my mum? I'm like, well, about your mum. What are we doing here? Like I was so confused, Sha. End of the day comes, her mum's now speaking to my parents saying, oh, Maya said so and so about me apparently. I'm like,
no, I didn't.
Yeah. I still till today, guys, I still don't know what I said. Cool. I get home, silence in the car, silence at home. I'm just sat there like, I thought they were, anyway. one day we'll have an episode about parents, but our relationship has grown a lot. But that was one of those moments where I was literally like, I would literally never forgive you guys for this. So I get home and then my dad's like, okay, cool, like go get changed because I might even get changed. I said, well, okay, I guess off the hook. Come back downstairs. No, and no, in front of the wall, hands up. Fine. I just feel a weight on my hands. What's this? Guys, I looked up. You know, fabric softener. You know when you go to Costco,
the big one,
the box. Oh, the big one.
No, like this liquid one, but that big one that you get from Costco. Guys, I was there. I saw it. The sunset.
Oh,
I was still there,
God.
And I was weeping like, what have I done? What have I done? What have I done? And nobody would tell me what I'd done. They were just like, you know, you need to be careful how you talk about people. I'm crying. Sure. Then I've now like eventually been told I can go to bed, guys. I don't think I even ate. I was just weeping. I was just crying my eyes out. And then they were like, my sister was there. My youngest sister wasn't born yet, so my sister was there. It was when we still lived in East London. And she's come. She's like, what's going on? My dad's like, just go upstairs, whatever. Clearly, whatever I allegedly said was bad.
Because it's given.
I still don't know. Fine. So then eventually they free me. My body is ache till today. If people ask me why can you do a plank for so long, that's why I was working. I was working. Cool. My body was aching. I literally just went to bed. Next day, I think it might have been a weekend or like whatever. They were like, yeah, what did you say about Mr. So-and-so? And I was like,
you tell me because I didn't say anything.
What did I say about who? Sha, I think next day at school. Next school day, they've now admitted that they lied about the whole thing. They made up so and so. So yeah, no, they were like, yeah.
But it's just like I've had to hold the conditioner. I kneel against the wall
for hours, guys. When I say like, you think I'm exaggerating? The sun set, and this was summertime, so the sun set.
The sun truly has set.
Hours.
9 p.m.
So then, yeah, eventually, I don't think she even ever apologized to me. My parents never apologized to me. Till today, I still say like, you still owe me an apology for that, but they're Nigerian. Don't worry, I'll get that apology. But yeah, they literally, guys, I was there for hours. It doesn't matter how much I cried. They just watched me cry, like, because they really. I still don't know what I said, but apparently it was bad. So
I think it was flipping.
But the thing is, like, if it's so bad, like, I just feel like
if it's bad, like they can't. You know, sometimes
that's the thing. I feel like they didn't want to repeat it, or like they felt bad to say something. But I was so confused. Anyway, sorry. Bring it back to Chioma before we have to move on to the next thing. I feel like it was a thing of she was already an outsider in the house, and the fact that she had to kneel and like she was begging, and the woman was kind of already dismissive. Then the son was kneeling on her behalf as well. Like it was just given that. Clearly, this young girl is loved by like the other kids because they were very much there for her. But I don't think the woman had the same love for her. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like she had that, but like the mom clearly never really even resonated like or connected with her in any way. So it felt like she knew she had to beg for forgiveness. But I feel like had you loved that child anyway, you would understand that wasn't. Do you know what I mean?
Like
even the
apology video wouldn't have been involved in that video.
In it. So I feel like it was, yes, it took a lot of like backlash. People to be like, hello, like that's a child. But I feel like had she not gotten that backlash, obviously if her grandma had was, but had she not gotten that backlash till today, I feel like she would still be like trying to take this whole thing on the child that like had nothing to do with it. Really,
it's crazy work.
You know what I mean?
But yeah, it was all just very wicked stuff. Like I don't know, like yeah, they might have made up. She might have come to apologize on the internet, but that was still really messed up.
You still do that.
Do you still? Because at the end of the day, 11-year-old child was berated on the internet because of you. Like you berated her in front of everyone. That's just so unnecessary.
It's actually I've accepted Chioma.
Because are you?
Well, she just like, what the hell? I've accepted her trauma. I'll treat her like my own child.
And that's what it's too late. And we can tell that you never did treat her. Even if she's a niece, like I don't know about everyone's family dynamic is different.
But even if she's a niece, it doesn't warrant that.
Like, do you know what I mean? My auntie would never.
I think they did reconcile though, because Chioma looked very like thankful. But I don't know.
Why would she be thankful? She has a home.
I don't know if it's fake. That's to say, I don't know if it's fake, but she looks very like
Also, that's not enough. Like, also, it's like you've actually done it. Like, you've actually done it now. You've actually done it now. So, this is even the minimum you could do. You've done it.
But yeah, I don't know. Like, I understand how she was feeling because I can't imagine being in a situation where you now find out that like your husband has brought. That's insane. Like I would have crashed out too, but I also like what Shay said earlier. Like, there's a conversation we had.
Yeah, because what does she have to do?
I thought it was very traumatic for all the kids involved.
Yes,
bro, literally.
There's no moving past that. Like the son as well. Everybody just
has witnessed the calamity.
No, because their father is gone.
Because their father is.
Daddy's gone.
Daddy's gone.
Well, Daddy's actually gone. Like crazy, man.
Because Daddy has gone. He stepped up.
You can never look at like him the same way as well. Yeah. Like, it's just. Yeah, man. Anyway, Chioma, I hope you're okay.
Okay, so now we're gonna go into dilemmas. So dilemmas is basically where we've either seen questions on the internet that we think we should answer, or some just things that we think the dilemmas. I got tongue twisted. Shout dilemmas are the dilemmas. You get what they are. Yeah. So this is our segment. Our take on it. Yeah. Thank you for watching.
Okay, we'll put the clip in.
Me and the man were having a conversation in the group chat, and I wanted to get your take on this hypothetical. Say I go over to my boy's crib because we said we were going to watch the football together, and when I knock on the door, his girl answers. She lets me know that he's not home, but I can come in because he'll be back in 20 minutes. Am I in the wrong for saying I'll wait in the car for him to return? And before you answer in the comments, I want you to understand all the different points that were raised. So some of the guys are making the point that me not wanting to wait alone with her is a sign that I either don't trust myself, or I don't trust her, or I feel as though she's obtainable in some sort of capacity. My perspective is I just don't want there to ever be any blurred lines. If something ever comes up, I want to be able to prove myself beyond any reasonable doubt, because everybody knows I'm never alone at the scene of the crime. Put yourself in the situation and let me know your take in the comment section. As me, are you going in the house or are you staying in the car? And as the woman, are you offended if the friend doesn't come in, or you would prefer it that way? As the guy friend, are you offended, or would you want your boy to act how I would?
But for those of you who are listening on podcast platforms, essentially, as a guy saying that he went over to go watch a football game with his friend. His friend's girl opens the door, says, "Oh, like, your friend's not home, but do you want to come in?" He says, no, it's okay. I'll wait in the car for him to get back. And then the debate or the dilemma is like, is that disrespectful? Was he in the wrong for doing that? Because it's giving like, oh, something could happen between you and your friend's girl, yeah. Or like, is it actually just genuine respect, or blah, 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 blah. But in all of that, another thing I was seeing on socials recently was like, oh, being friends with your like friends, boyfriends, girlfriends, partners, whatever, and like what the actual boundary is, or like where lines would be blurred. I thought it was interesting because I have a mini story time. But anyway, what do you guys think?
I've been there.
You've been there?
Oh yeah, we have been friends with our friends.
Oh
yeah, I was all close friends.
Because you were. Yeah. And it's just
I think, do you know what the thing is though? I just feel like sometimes life should just be simple. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, if it's, I think ours was a little bit not, I say ours, I wasn't involved, but like that. But because I'm saying ours like if it was a female relationship. But I think the situation I was in was we were friends before they started going out.
Yeah, so
it was different. But I do think that life should actually be simple.
That deep.
Actually, I don't think it's that deep personally.
The thing that made it weird of that clip, yeah, was when he was just like, I don't want to be in a situation where there's bloodlines. Because there won't be bloodlines if you don't do anything stupid. Like, in my mind, that just means that you think
there's a chance
that there's a chance of something is weird. Like, because and I hate this narrative. Like, obviously sometimes people do make up offenses and stuff like that, and sometimes sexual assault claims no real blah blah. Sometimes like 0 point something percent. It's actually never that high. It's never that deep. Whatever. But I feel like for you to then place that as the reason why you don't want to be in a situation is weird. To your friend's girlfriend, that is so weird. And if she does do anything crazy, then not gonna lie, you're just gonna have to say she did something crazy, but most likely she's not. But the thing is, most likely she's not going to. And now you're just making a situation weird that doesn't need to be weird.
Thank you.
Just sit in the living room. She'll probably say, do you want anything to drink? You go about your day. She'll probably say, oh, it's been a while, blah blah blah, seen you, hope you're well, blah blah blah.
Insulting the woman's intelligence.
But exactly,
because why on this earth will she try and do something with you when she knows you're her boyfriend's friend?
Not even just that, in
his house.
She said he's back in 20 minutes. Like
why what do you think she would do?
Sorry, Jimmy, you were going to say something though earlier. You like when she was talking about
no, just don't.
No, I remember.
Okay.
No, you were. I was talking about how like the sexual assault, but we don't have to go. Like I was just saying that.
Oh,
like obviously sometimes
if something was to happen there, they probably wouldn't believe him. But like it's still the
it just doesn't. I just feel like the whole thing of I don't want there to be any blurred lines. What line is blurred?
What lines?
What lines are there to be blurred? Like it doesn't make any sense.
I feel like he doesn't want to admit that he thinks
he thinks she's attractive.
Yeah,
and he thinks she's attractive. He thinks, this girl is hot. And if I thought about doing it, let me just stay in the car because you have to.
Exactly.
And just be real about it.
Yeah.
Just be real.
Honest, like, weird. What? Because I saw Dave comment, like Dave Santan Dave, and he commented, and he was like, whoever said that, it's because you think you have a chance with her as instigator.
Exactly.
But it's also the truth, because if you didn't think you had a chance with her, / if you didn't want to do anything with her,
you wouldn't think you would have
there's a bloodline down and said, yeah, and can I get a water or something like that? Exactly. Do you know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't have felt uncomfortable doing so.
That's crazy.
I can't think of any situations, although I watched the funniest story time the other day, which wasn't having this dilemma. But I was going to say, I feel like this whole being friends with your friends, partners, there are so many factors that go into it that I feel like what Jimmy said about if you know them beforehand, yeah, things will change. But in general, like, it's not
that deep.
Nothing in life is that serious. I'm so sorry.
Nothing in life is that serious.
Like when I went to Lagos, we were like, I was there with a lot of people from London in Lagos in December, and there was this one guy who's dating one of my friends, and this friend is like somewhat of a recent friend. Like I met her on socials, and then we've just become closer like over time, right? Cool. So we're all in Lagos now. She's not in Lagos, but her man's in Lagos, and then her man's seen that I'm in Lagos. It's like, oh my god, like where you at? Let's link up. Now obviously it's a general motive, I think, anyway, that he sent me, but I was like, you know what? I'll link you some other time. Only because at the time, I feel like I still don't know her well enough to be like, I'm chilling with your man. Like, not in any weird way, but like, I actually don't know.
Yeah.
I don't even know your man like that. Like, we're not friends. He was being nice. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Message.
Yeah.
Like,
exactly.
Some people don't. Like, even me, I would think, like, I would think it's a little bit weird. Especially if I don't know her man. Like, I've seen him twice when we've all been together. We don't talk any other way, but like I know he didn't mean anything by it, and obviously I didn't think anything of it, but in my mind I was like, and you're my friend's man, I'm still kind of getting to know her as well. With all the love in my heart, I don't know what she's like. I don't know if she's the sort of person I'll be like, why were you chilling with my man the other day? I don't know her well enough yet, like to be like, yeah, I saw so and so and we ended up going to get food at whatever, or like we're at a party, he put me on the table, because even though nothing is going to happen, he never gave that vibe. I just don't know her. So like if it was any of these lots, man, I'll be like, yeah, that's fine, like we're all chilling together, because do you know what I mean? But I don't know that. That's the only time I've ever been like, yeah, no, it's cool, I'll see you out so and so. Like I think we'll go to a couple of other motives where like I would have been with my friends, he would have been with his friends, but this motive I would have been going like basically just alone with him. So I was like, no, I'm not. It's cool, like, but I'm not doing that. I'm gonna ask for if you saw anybody you consider a friend, whether you know them yesterday or it's 10 years.
Well, if I knew them yesterday, I don't think they'd be my friend.
No, well, let's say
but they were like a new work friend. Sorry, Jermaine. Go on.
Okay, so they're your friend.
Yes. Right?
And you saw that their boyfriend is cheating on them.
Yes.
Or her, I don't know. He, I don't know. What would you say?
What would I say? Would I say anything?
Would you say anything?
I think if like we're at the friendship where like she obviously talks to me, like if I know that's her man, we have conversations, then yes, I would.
So if you, but that's the point. Yeah, you know it's her man.
Yeah, and like we speak about.
No, you just know it's her man. Forget that.
Forget that we just speak about.
Just
but
I've consider your friend.
Then I would.
Okay.
I would say.
I would have to.
I'd be like, hey.
Yeah.
I saw your man outside. I wouldn't say like that, but I would have to be like, oh, like, can I speak to you? I like our message. I'll be like, oh, can I speak to you? Whether it's in person or whether it's on the phone. I don't think I'll do by text. I think that text is just crazy. But I'll be like, hey, can I speak to you or like call you, whatever. It's just like, cool. I went out and I saw so and so with XYZ. It might be a thing where they're not even together anymore in it. So when I come and say she's like, oh, we're not together. But if they are, I just be like, yeah, I saw this, blah, blah, blah. However she takes it. I just feel like it would be shitty of me for me to see something like that and then just keep my mouth shut. Because I just think as a friend, like, do you want your friend to be happy? You want them to know that they're in a sound relationship.
Whatever they do with him,
whatever they do is whatever they do.
After I've told you, there's nothing more that I'm not going to force you to leave him.
It's literally I'm just providing you information.
However, if I tell you this because I care for you and you come to me and you say, oh, like, stay out of my business, I can't allow our friendship. We'll never have a friendship like this again, because my friends, we look out for each other. So like anybody who's a friend of mine, if I told them that, they would know that I'm saying that because. Do you know what I mean? Like if you said, oh, like, F out my business, like, why are you telling me? I would be a bit like, whoa, so you know what? Say nothing. I'll never do it again. However, I feel like we can never be close friends, because people that are in my close circle, I couldn't do that with. Really?
I feel like it's a thing where, anyways, not reflecting too much on my past life, innit?
Stop it.
But, there's been like situations, I think, with me where I was so wrapped. I was so wrapped up in La La Land in it with the guy that I was with, and it was just giving like, whatever you do will always be right, and it was just giving like, no one can say anything about my man, it's me and my man together forever, blah blah blah.
Because I don't care if we
no run. As long as I'm nasty like you, because it didn't matter. And there was a thing where obviously friends had like been like to me, like, not gonna lie, this guy's actually a dickhead. Like, this guy is actually a dickhead. And maybe one day I'll reveal all his dickhead tendencies. But
maybe like exes.
That would be a
do you know what I mean?
I'm waiting for that.
Maybe 1 year anniversary.
That's
no, 1 year anniversary. Let's get into it.
There's the time when my ex cheated on me. He said he got spiked and he was really messing with an older woman.
Because
it's coming.
We're on the run. But he just really wasn't good for me, and my friends had like told me like, yo, like blah blah, and I like really separated myself from them. Like, we just really weren't as close. But like, I'm thankful actually, like the friends that they are. Thank you. But it was a thing where it's like, oh fuck. Oh, here we go. Now I shouldn't have boosted her head.
Dude, hey,
English.
I try my best to be an upstanding citizen.
This is your best.
This is my best. 10 out of 10. This is all I got. What do you call it? This is
all I got.
I work 8 hours a day.
This is all I got.
You know, chill. I try my best.
But yeah, even though like I feel like I didn't take that information like pretty well, and I just kind of shut off from everyone because of how everything was going. When I came to the conclusion that on my days, this nigga is a heifer. Niggas but hoes and tricks. Like, obviously the relationship didn't go straight back to on my days, like BFF, best friends and stuff like that. But there was actually a growth and like evolution in the friendship. I feel like I learned a lot and realized like I was trapped. Situations I've been trapped in, I was trapped. But also like I was like depressed, going through shit and stuff like that. I really wasn't processing that my friends were really looking out for me. And I think, not to speak for you, Jameen, but I think on your side as well, it's just like,
sorry, I can't help myself. I'm so sorry, I can't help. Sorry, go on. I'm trying to be serious, but like I so hard not to crack up.
But even from Jameen's side, I think she also learned like,
well, I learned a lot. Let me tell you something, because I think it goes back to what Bayo was saying as well. Because at first I was more like that. Like, not gonna lie, like, okay, bye then. So, like, okay, see ya. Like, literally, I've done my due diligence. Like, whatever happens, like, as between you and you're good. But I do think that sometimes you have to like look at. That's what I was thinking. Also with the like, would I tell somebody? I think I would have to really analyze it in the sense of like, would the person take my information in now? Is that what the person needs from me now? Because sometimes like people were saying like Annie could have, is it Annie or what's that sister's name?
Sarah
could have already known, or whatever.
Annie could have already known.
Annie could have already known. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like the angle that what's the word, this sister came to tell her wasn't the angle that she needed, because she might have felt more like embarrassed rather than you're someone trying to help me. So it might be more of a, this one just wants to be in my business, like, shift please. So I do think that what I've learned a lot is just like you have to kind of, when you know your friend, or you have to try and like look at the like angle your solution to what's best for them. Because if it's them that you're trying to help out, you have to basically look at how best can I support in this situation? Do you get? Because at first I was telling Shayton, like, sit down, let me talk to you.
Yeah, it was literally just like, this nigga ain't shit. Like, let me tell you about yourself.
What the hell are you doing?
Yeah,
like it was, but like that's not what she at that time
needed.
So it was just given like, okay, get out. But if it was more of a thing where like, I don't know how I could have done it honestly, but
I feel like knowing me
later. Yeah, I would say that's the only.
But also it's a thing where it's like, even if it went, sorry,
no, I was gonna say, let me just. I would never say bye to any of my friends' situation like that. What I'm saying is though, our relationship would have to change until like you know what you guys said, you had to go back together essentially. Like there was acknowledgement on both sides first that like, okay, cool, I feel like things are a bit askew. I feel like what I'm saying is, if I've come to you and like a friend of mine would know that if I've come to you with news like this, it probably wasn't easy. Mind you, I did this last year, by the way. So like I went through this quite recently, and it was a very messed up situation, which like I'm not going to that, but yeah. So like, if I've come to you to tell you something like this, which is normally very, very difficult, especially if like they've been with their person for a really long time, whatever, and it's not like they're one of those people that you can tell. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's not like if they're one of those people that you can tell that they'd be like, yeah, cool, I'm gonna up and leave, or if they're gonna be like, actually, I want to stay for you. You literally don't know what you're getting into. So like when I did it, I feel like it changed the next relationship, because I was like, the reaction. In fact, this happened to me a couple of times. So the first time I did it was like years ago. The reaction I got was very much like F out of my business, like, and I was quite shocked. Because it wasn't even given that she was like, obviously you never know, but it wasn't really given like she was like mad about him or nothing. It was very much given like, why would you even tell me that? Like, that's not your business. If I see it, I see it. If, like, why would you come and tell me? I was like, you know what? Say nothing. Like, I told you because I thought that was right, and I don't think I would have changed it. Like, I still would have told her because you never know what the reaction was going to be. But from then on, we weren't as close because it was very much given, like, mind you, I don't even get why she actually said that, but it was a thing of like, okay, cool. If there had been an acknowledgement of like, you know what, I appreciate that you were telling me I was so and so, and I could have been like, it was hard for me to tell you, and like, I feel like I did it in the best way that I could. Like, I didn't want to, like, I wasn't trying to wreck you, whatever, because I was very much, especially when I found out it was during exam season. So I was like, let me wait for exams to even pass. I think we had like a week left of exams. I was like, cool, let me process, let me find a way to do it. So I feel like I was very aware of those kind of things. But the reaction I got was just very much like
crazy.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Sorry, ma.
Yeah, and I was just like, you know what? Her, like, that's not the type of friend that you want to have. She doesn't want people around her that will tell stuff like that. I can't be that friend too. Like, that was the distance. But like, I would never be like, okay, well, you'll never hear from me again because we still spoke kind of regularly, but it wasn't the same because clearly like you don't want people around you that can do that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
man. Like that's what it was, by the way. It wasn't like, but
no, before I was very much a sort of.
No, she was literally like sod. Okay, sod off.
Sorry,
because sod off.
Just like, okay, then bye. Like if you don't want to listen to me, And what's the call? I'm trying. It's like because I think it's more of like I understand what you're saying because it's like. I'm trying to save you from danger. It was danger. And you don't want to listen to me. I'm not going to be around to watch everything calamitized. If that's
you were though, and it was
I really though?
No, actually no. You weren't.
I wasn't.
But really. Like no, actually you weren't.
I wasn't really. That's when everything.
No, like, you weren't. When everything fumbled and crumbled to the ground.
Like, I just was it.
But also, I knew. Also, not to come, like, not in that type of way, but I'm not gonna come to Jamina and say my heart is broken. I knew to act accordingly and speak to those who, like, made sense in that situation. But what the point I was kind of going off was just like, we learned a lot about each other. I feel like I grew a lot from that situation and learned that don't be mad for men, like, just don't do it.
I think, tell your friend, I can't lie, but just look at the
situation and also understand like however she responds is how she's going to respond. Like you actually can't control how she's going to respond,
but you can control your willingness to tell somebody like the truth, like,
but more so like you can control how you want the relationship to go from after. Like you can't control how she's going to respond, right? But if after that you deem the response to be like, nah, it's like I don't want to be friends with someone who disrespects me like that, you have every right to do that. But if after the response that you get is given, she still was giving whatever, blah, blah, but you're like, I know this is just a moment right now, and I know her character, and I know when things settle, she'll come back to who she truly is. Then you can try and work on the friendship after that. I don't think, I just think do what you think makes sense. I think it would be nice to tell them because I feel like...
I don't know if I agree though.
I feel like most of the time. The only time when I disagree with telling, sometimes if it's older people's business, I've seen enough situations like around me that if they're older...
No, I can't say this, sorry. No.
Yeah, no, neither can I really deal. But all I say is that if they're older... sometimes leave people to do what they want to do. Like, stay out of people's business is what I'll say sometimes. But like outside of that, if it's like peer to peer, like, and obviously if you have a right to, if you don't know the girl, but you know she's in a relationship, why would you go and message her? I saw your man with so shut up.
Imagine if
don't be weird.
Imagine if it's
don't be weird. Yeah, that's none of your business. But if that's actually your friend, like, I just feel like my biggest fear would be not saying and then they break up and then they'll be like, oh yeah, I remember seeing so whatever.
And then I'll be looking at you like, so you told me.
But my assume you so didn't say anything to you.
I won't actually say anything until I see them lips or something crazy.
Really? No, also another thing.
Way you do it, you don't have to say, I saw you, just be like, oh.
Another thing, not gonna lie, I saw this the other day. Another thing is like, have hard evidence. That is one thing that I've seen. Like, I think it's so important to have some form of evidence, even if it's you see them together and you don't see them listening or whatever. Take a photo. If you see the person on Hinge, my friends did this to me the other day. My friend showed me the other day.
You're on a dating app. Yeah, you have to.
Because what's it called? It's not that deep now, but there was this guy that I was seeing before. Yeah. Oh, no. So then my friend was coming up. She was up to me like, "Oh, are you and the guy that you're seeing right now? You're cool." And I'm like, "Yeah, we're fine." Blah blah blah. This guy that I was trying to previously basically just like ghosted me. He was telling me keep in touch, all this kind of stuff. Don't be a stranger. I want to be, communicate, FaceTime me, all this kind of stuff. Blah blah blah. So then she messaged me, but then after that I met the guy that I'm with now, so it was cool, whatever. But my friend was like to me, are you still cool with the guy that's in? I was like, yeah, we're cool. She was like, cool, so I want to show you this. She just brought up his the screenshots from, because he was on Hinge, but she waited, one, until she knew that I was okay and like I was in a situation where I was happy, and two, she had the evidence, because she every prompt that he put, she analysed the situation, and I was like, that is so smart, because don't go and be presenting hypotheticals or maybe if buts maybes
with the evidence thing. Yes, it helps, but like, you can still, so okay.
I think it more than helps.
It gives you I mean, in the sense of, okay, an example, when I was in uni, I saw kind of similar, like, it was around COVID, before COVID, like, so things had kind of started to open up, and I'd gone to the movies with one guy that I was seeing at the time, and then when I was there, I saw a guy who shouldn't have been where he was with like this girl that I don't really know how I met her, but like we became really, really, really like good friends. Cool. And it was that time, I think I was at uni alone. Like a lot of people had left uni because I did another year because I hurt my knee. So like we become closer as well because we're like kind of the only two people that were around at the time. So yeah, this was her guy that was out with some girl. Cool. So I've messaged her now, and I think we'd said we were going to go to a social together because she made for another sports team. And I was like, yo, are you and so-and-so like still doing your little do like what's going on there? And then she was like, yeah, but like Carla, he hasn't really been speaking to me recently, like something's off. I said, okay, I saw this, I'm not sure how you feel about it, I don't know if you know the girl, but like obviously I was on a date, I wasn't gonna like wait, can you just that's not inappropriate. So I was like, okay, cool, noted. When I find a minute, I will speak to her. And I called her and I was like, yeah, this is what I saw. Obviously I don't know what your current situation is, but I want to let you know what I saw, because then it started to make sense. So I couldn't get evidence in the moment, but also like I said, you have to kind of know your friends as well, because I knew that she would believe me if I said I wouldn't. Also I wanted to gauge as well, like maybe they're cool, maybe that was a friend, maybe he told her what, like you never know what the reaction is going to be. But I feel like better safe than sorry, because if she had come to me and been like, oh yeah, no, that's his cousin from so and so uni that he took out, I was just letting you know. I thought the reaction would have been like, oh, thanks for letting me know though, like do you know what I mean? But I had no time to take a picture, like,
but the thing was like a movie thing is like, maybe that's evidence in itself, sorry, I don't know,
like,
but it's just like, that's kind of like, but if it's a thing where it's just like you just saw them strolling or you just saw them walking and stuff, it's just like, I need you to come, but I would appreciate you to bring me something that I can.
But that's like
really,
the highest.
I feel like maybe
the highest level of me actually.
No, like if you're my like, if you're like my
that's
friend,
what I'm saying. Like, but also I feel like we know, like my friends, we all know each other. First of all, just a point. Please show your friends your man. Okay. All your friends should know what the guy you are talking to you in looks like. Please, I'm actually begging you, because one, London is mad small. Not like your friends gonna do anything
it's so small.
But guys, London,
forget about London. The UK
is so small, and I've literally had it before. Like it wasn't peak, it wasn't deep or anything. But I went to Slow Jams like end of last year. This guy had moved to me, and I was in the group chat with my friends. And my friend mentioned like, oh yeah, this guy moved to me at Slow Jams, da, da, da. And she said his name, and I said, was he wearing a yellow jacket, by the way? Yeah, no, he moved to me. So that's what I'm saying. Like, obviously, that's not my man. It's not her man.
Yeah,
I didn't care, like it was fine. But that's how the UK is so small, like things can happen. So let people know like what the people you're talking to look like. And also in the same vein, like I don't know, I try to trust your, like if that's your friend for real, if I've come and I've said, babe, look, I see your man and I know what his type is if I'm looking at you, / I know that you said, oh, like when you guys met, he was doing so and so, or this is the energy he's giving off, and I saw him at Motive and he was talking to so and so, but it was given a bit flirty. I might not be able to capture evidence.
No, sometimes you can't get evidence, but that Hinge one, great. But it was all the prompts. Yeah,
I feel like Hinge is
like Hinge is
like once that page goes,
like that was that's
man. I said thank you.
I don't know if
you know who you are. Thank you. That was solid work.
I don't know if I'll be able to take a picture. I can't lie.
Do you want to be told?
Would I want to be told?
Yeah,
you can tell me.
100%.
Tell me,
so I know how to move like accordingly.
Yeah, I actually don't mind being told. I'm not, but like, yeah.
Yeah, some people are really funny. They're like, oh, they don't want to. No, tell me, because why should I look like an idiot and not know? Tell me.
My pride attack.
That whole being out of the loop thing, I just like. No, sorry, I can't even.
You know that last thing you said about the friendships.
Yeah,
I was gonna say it kind of comes back to the video, because I feel like this is why people say that your partner's friends.
Oh yeah, they're not your friends. They're not,
because even till today, like with my situation, guys, I'm on the anniversary episode. Anyway, when the whole situation happened, he was with like his whole house, all his housemates. I knew his housemates, but I never called none of my friends. However, I was friends with one of the housemates' girlfriends, because it was just like, one of those things.
Yeah.
Till today, I still feel like I don't know if I can ever trust you, because I don't know what you knew, but also you have no loyalty to me. You have more loyalty
like,
so it's just
the same in our situation, like at the end of the day, we had like, even though we all were friends, like at the end of the day, our loyalty stood with
someone's loyalty is always gonna
stand with someone else. Yeah.
So because there's always someone that someone's closer to.
Yeah.
Or like more. Yeah. So like if something bad happens, like a split. Like
I just think it's always good to have your friend. Like you have your friends for a reason.
Yeah,
they have their friends for a reason.
Everyone should be
like
amicable.
everyone should be. No, I think everyone should be like friends and like we have a good time
in a group setting. And, like we should all be able to go to a cheeky motive together.
Do you know what I mean? Have a good time. But it's a thing where it's like if you are to split or a situation happen, like say for example, like you're having an argument and stuff like that. His boys are gonna speak to him about it to him from his perspective, and your girls are going to speak to you from their perspective. So at the end of the day, you all have your friendships and the people that you're close to, and
because I feel like the last thing you want is, and this is why I don't know how. Sorry, I'm trying to be brand safe. I know. Okay, do you know what? Let me be frank and let me be Lampard. I don't know how white people do it because
Frank
a lot of my white friends.
Let me be frank and let me be Lampard. That is a line.
It's a banger, it?
That is a banger of a line. I love it.
But like all my white friends, I have 2.5 white friends. And I feel like when they start dating somebody, that person becomes ingrained in their friendships, and like to the point where if they start fighting, arguing, everybody will now be aware, like you'll be talking to this person, that person, like it's so insane. Like they'll date somebody and that person is now part of their friendship group. They are now part of their friendship group. Everywhere they go, they all go together. How do you do that?
I think it's all cute and nice and fun until something bad.
Until it's not. You have to just be a bit smart. Like I can't imagine dating somebody and then that person is now in group chats with the gang. They're now everywhere we go, they're coming as well. Like we need separation of church and state. We can't all be gang together. It doesn't make sense because now, obviously, like you said, it's still loyalty, but cool. I'm trying to rant about so and so, and none of my friends do this. But my friends like, oh no, but you know how Michael can be like, you know, like Michael's one of the.
You know he can be like, what? Shut up.
This is what I was gonna say about your friend though. Your friend was bad man for telling you about. I know what you're gonna say, but still, I wouldn't want to hear.
No, it's still bad. I was just saying, like, obviously, that's his. I feel like one, she didn't realize, but also like my error. Like that's his friend. First,
no, that's what I was gonna say. So I feel like it wasn't a consideration.
It was more of a him. Like on him. Like I can't believe you're out here making me look like an idiot in front of your friends. Like for what? Like you had no reason to lie. You literally could have just told me like that was a situation and you're seeing someone else. Like and it's like I didn't know that, bro. Fuck off. I just think like. You knew the situation, you knew that you lied, you've now just put me in a position where I just look like a dickhead. Like I don't, that's why I'm like, yeah, there's some blame, like why she told me, but
not why she's telling you, but in the sense of like
she's doing too much in the way she
yes. Hear that because it's like you actually I actually didn't need
like
to
being
know
like, oh my god, they're so cute, oh my god, they're both Ghanaian, oh my god, it's cute for like shut up. Like I feel like the most she needs to say was, oh, did you know about so and so?
Fair.
No.
Yeah.
Well, that's
no. Agreed. I know I didn't, and wow.
Because okay, thank you.
Take a look at me now.
I don't know. I just like the whole like cheating thing, whoever seeing who thing. Like you have to know your friends, but yeah, sometimes certain information isn't like okay, cool. You saw like so and so with this person. If you now came and said, and she was really pretty by the way.
Oh, I'd be like, what was the reason?
Okay, that's how I think you're an op. If you came to tell me and then you said, oh, and that she was so pretty, like oh my god, you should have seen her. You know what? She's so pretty. She kind of looks like you, but.
No, because it's the kind of because it's just the kind of looks like you, and it's triggering. Triggering. But sometimes it's actually kind of nice that she does look like me, because I guess at least I was your type. My ex, I remember he was telling me what's it called, his types, and he was like his main type is Asian, and the second type was another type that was not me, and I just remember being in like. And then my friend was just like, oh, but no, that's good because that means he really likes you. But I was just obviously, I feel like she was trying to make me feel. But something was just like, no, that is the worst thing that it could be.
I was reading a Reddit thread about this. Sorry, just hold on.
Because how can your top type be Asian? I'm flipping black Nigerian.
Pardon?
I'm obsessed.
Okay, I was reading a Reddit thread about this, and I feel like this resonates with me, because I said, being cheated on is one thing. If you cheat on me with a white woman, I won't even crash out. My thing will just be like, heard in it. Like, there's nothing I could have. I can't be white. There's nothing I could do.
Yeah, if you cheat on me with someone that looks completely different from me,
there's nothing I could do, bro. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing I can do. But cheating on me with someone that looks like me is messed up. Like, I'm sorry.
I prefer that because at least I know. Truly, you're attracted to me, like because I am the blueprint.
I prefer that.
Like, if you cheat on me with someone that, like, so who you weren't attracted to me. This is true. It's not you. You don't truly want to be with me. That's what I'd be thinking.
Imagine someone showing up with your doppelganger. What? Like,
then I'll be like,
because the joke is now on
you because you wanted someone who was like me, but it's not me. Okay.
I feel like I don't think like that. Do you know what? Yeah, you know that Usher song. You remind me.
You remind me of a girl that I once knew.
I would crush the F out. I would crush the hell out. Yeah. If like, okay, there's like a boundary to it. Like, if you've dated girls who are like dark skin, like kind of dressed like me, whatever. Okay, cool. That's a type. If your ex-girlfriend looked exactly like me, I would crush. Ex-girlfriend,
no,
then you now broke up.
Yeah, I need to be the first.
So if you have a type, it's like you have a type, cool. But why are we all, what are you looking for? Because we look exactly the same.
You're looking for me, but you can't have me. That's what you're looking for.
Because you must have gotten to know this babe, because what's the difference between us physically? Like, I just don't get it. However, if you cheat with a white woman, I can never be white.
If I'm the first one, and then the rest look like me,
because I am the blueprint.
But guys, at this stage, how many people are the first one of anything?
No, Fez.
That's what I'm saying. At this point, I can't.
But I would still rather it be someone that looks like me than someone completely different. Because to me, it's just like, sorry, when he told me his type is Asian, for me, it's just like, crazy. So who am I to you?
So how did you react to that?
I didn't. I think
because if
I was just like,
said, oh yeah, actually my type is Asian women, I'd be like,
I was just like,
okay, so why?
And the thing is, when I would look at his followers, there would be so many Asian women, and I remember just being like, wow, I'm really. And also his crush was Janae Aiko. If you look at me and you look at Janae Aiko,
the ones they have in common, apart from heights, what do they have in common?
Because we do not look the same. And I remember just being
Does
like,
he look like Big Sean? Because let's just reach for things that we can reach for, you know. Because what the hell is that? No, because does he look like Big Sean that is asking for Janae?
The answer is no, by the way.
Because the answer is no. But it's a thing where it's just like, I'm so far from your type. Like, it's actually insulting that you're with me. Because why are you with, like, it would just make me question, like, what is it? And I don't want to be the outlier. I don't want to be the one person. Oh my days, no. I want it to be that this is what you're usually attracted to. I met you. Wow, you're so stunning to me because this is what I like, and I want to be with you. I don't want to be the outlier, some exotic thing that, oh my days, wow. I
spoke about time ago about being the outlier.
I don't want.
Like,
I know.
Exotic, God forbid.
I don't want to be the outlier.
First black girlfriend. I can't be anybody's first anything in this life anymore, guys. I literally from your first black girlfriend.
I don't feel like hell no. I'm even disgusted.
Oh, that's terrifying. What was the Reddit friend I saw?
Oh my days, no. There was this guy that my friend from work, this guy was like feeling me, he was trying to chat to me or whatever, and then I looked at his Instagram and I was just like, I already know this man has never been with a black woman, so let's just forget about that. And then she messaged me being like, oh, like he really wants to take you on a date and stuff like that. And I was like,
why are you going through corners?
So then I was just like, tell me about him, like, you know, what does he usually go for? And she was just like, oh, you'd be the first like black woman that he's ever. And I just said, yeah.
Is this a black man?
Yes.
That's even doing
exactly. It was so insulting. I was just like, yeah, no. I was like, I like black men that like black women. I like black men that like dark-skinned women.
Period.
Because I am a dark-skinned woman. So it was just, that was the end of that conversation. And I just said...
the Reddit friend, I just remember, sorry, you just triggered that. So how did it go? Essentially, they were saying that their partner has like a type, like at all times, like you know, white people, blonde, brunette. I don't know what
I don't get.
It's apparently white colorism.
I was given a breakdown. So apparently blondes are, I don't want to use that term, but apparently blondes are. Yeah, I don't believe it. But this white guy was explaining it to me. So he was like, apparently blondes are like, they're outside, they're slut. It's all of this derogatory term, like that's what he was using to describe white women. He says girls with red hair are kind of like, it's either fake, so it's like they're trying to cover up who they truly are, or they're like kind and like nice people, and then brunettes are meant to be women that like wifeys, stay at home, they're like good women. But he was like, anyone that dyes their hair a different color is being fake from what they truly are. So anyone who's brunette that dyes their hair blonde is not truly a blonde. there will always be in their heart a brunette. Anyone that goes from blonde blonde to brunette
so funny.
will never truly be a brunette.
Your hair.
When he said that, I was just like, what does that even mean? I know, as a black woman, my hair actually changes so often. Time. But then you know what he said to me? He said, "But what's your real color hair, though?"
No, blonde. I'm a ginger.
I said, it's black, ginger. And he was just like, exactly. So that's why you're always gonna be a good woman for the home. And I just said,
do you know what? Sometimes I just say thank you.
Thank you, because I just said okay. I just said
thanks. I appreciate it.
Oh. Wow. So yeah, that is the breakdown from what I was given of what the different coloured hair means.
Shout out to all of you guys, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so processing that, this makes more sense now. so yeah, it was a Reddit thread. So Reddit is so fun, guys. So this woman said that she knew she wasn't her husband's type because she's blonde, I believe, and whenever they go out, she always finds him talking to brunette women. Like, she'll leave the room.
What the
so she said, we'll go out to a party or like somebody's wedding. They went together. She left the room. She came back. He was talking to a brunette woman. She was like, I'm never going to be...
Because I'm never going to be a brunette. I'm never.
And I listened to it. I read this, right? I read this and I was like, so like, what's the plan? Like, what are you going to do? Are you going to leave
and
him?
Also, you can't dye your hair
because you're always going to be...
you will never be a
blonde
brunette.
Inside. But okay, my question out to you guys is... if you notice, or if you knew your man had a type, yeah, and then whenever you walk into a room, you find it always talking to like what his type is. How would you react to that?
Oh, like I said, I want to be my man's type. Like I don't want to be in that situation. I've been there, and it's no. I hate it.
I would leave. Like,
no, literally.
Obviously,
how in every room?
I have to.
Like she said, every time she walks out, she'll come back and he's talking to a new brunette. Like she did not know what to do.
What we doing here?
Also,
like, yeah.
No, go on.
I'm trying to think of it for like my point of view.
That's something. On the flip side,
because if I saw someone talking to a light skinned woman all the time, I don't think I would be like triggered.
No, not about being triggered, but my reaction would just be like, I think you should just go where you want to go. Like, leave me alone. Like, I'm never going to be that.
Actually think about it. Okay.
Okay, I feel like but funny, like stupid version, is okay. I guess our equivalent would be like if you're wig wearer versus like a natural wearer. So imagine like you love a bust down. Like you love a bust down. Like you don't live and swear by it. But also, side note, I think that if your type, this actually goes to men. I don't think men should have types that are mad specific. Like, you know what we said about like dating black girls? Like that has to be a thing. But if you've only ever dated like one
type of black girl,
I'm gonna be like, even if I fit into that, I'm just gonna be a bit like, okay, like what's going on here? But anyway, let's say that you went to a party. Let's say we went to One Way. Mm-hmm. No, promotion myself. Let's say it was just a party. You're just a party with your man.
Yeah.
Then, and you've in the past you might say like, actually, I love girls who are natural. Like I love natural throws, natural whatever.
That better be in compliment of me and my natural hair. I don't. That should.
There's no other way this can go. But recently you've been wearing like wigs more. Mm-hmm. Every time you leave just a party and you come back, or you go to toilet, you come back, you go bar, you come back, he's found a new natural haired girl to talk to.
Well, why are you talking to all the women? Do you not have friends?
Do you not have him training?
I don't know. I think you're weird.
I'd really think you're weird.
It depends on what you're doing. If you're complimenting them,
that's bonkers. No, that's bonkers. That's bonkers. No.
What? That you like natural hair?
No. Like, if you're like, if it's like me, like, maybe I'm toxic.
No, I just would be like, what are you doing?
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're...
But why do you need to compliment them? What's there to compliment?
Imagine walking into a conversation and you just saying, like, I just love a black woman with their natural hair. Like, I like the fro, the curls.
But it's a thing where it's just like, okay, how many women do you need to compliment?
I wouldn't like, say anything.
How many women do... It would be how many women do you need to compliment?
Every time. Do you mean, you go to the bar, you come back, he's complimenting
or it's a thing where it's if it's a thing where it's like he always comes up, oh, look at that girl's hair, so that girl's hair, look at that afro, look at those, like every single time.
Crash me out.
Would you not be like,
I'm telling you right now,
really? Do you mean?
I can't give two shits. I'm telling you right now, I'm so sorry.
I feel like I'd have to end the relationship because imagine a man. Do you think that if you're dating a man with a nice low taper fade, shout out the taper fade boys, love you guys down, and every time I'm outside I'm saying, oh my god, look at his dreads, oh my god, look at his looks, oh wow, shake your dreads, shake your dreads, oh my god, look at his looks, oh my god, look at the barrel twist on his head. Do you think you would take?
Because it's given like you wish I had that, but I don't.
What are we if I can't say what I Like what actually? No, you have to deep it. Because what I'll be if I can't say if I can't compliment somebody in your presence.
No, Jimmy. What are you doing? We're going in another direction. We're going in another direction.
It's not him saying when he walks past. Oh, did you see her throw? Like let's say she walked past and she says a beautiful ginger. He was like, oh, that colour's nice, you know. Fair, heard, makes sense.
Yeah.
Every time you leave,
I love the throw. I love those twists. I love that.
Oh, you should look your hair, you know. Hey,
it's because Jemima do it. That's why she's agreeing because she would do that.
I don't think it's bad.
I just feel like it's so unnecessary. It's unnecessary. And the fact that it's unnecessary means that it's bad.
Can't say what
but you know what? Sometimes you just don't always have to say that. That's what I think.
But like,
because what is the reason why you're saying that? But there's no reason. Why would you say that?
What's the problem with you saying that?
The context of the situation is.
Oh, she's saying that.
No, okay. The context of the situation is you have. I already know that you like girls with natural hair, whatever. For some reason, okay. I'm not a good example because I like. Okay, so in general, let's say I'm not a natural hair wearer. I'm a wig babe. That's it. That's all I wear. Like various wigs, but I'm a wig babe. But in the past, you said that like most girls you date are natural hair, babes, naturalistas. We've gone out. Every time we go out, you are saying to me, look at her hair. Look at this person's hair. Look at this person's hair. Gorgeous hair. Nice hair. Da-da-da-da. Look at those faux locks. Look at this.
It's just be like, do you hate me? The thing is, I don't even have the.
I'm saying I would know that like you're trying to like indirectly direct me.
Exactly. So
how
direct me.
I'd rather you said to me, do you know what? Like, actually, no, I would not rather you said to me. No one can tell me what to do with my hair. Sorry, actually, no.
No, I'd rather you. No, actually, sorry, go. Sorry.
No, I would probably literally just say. Talk to me directly, like
no, because tell me what you want to say.
I just wouldn't be offended, but just like if you want me in a hairstyle, just like.
But it's a thing where it's like you met me as this, like this is just how I do my hair. So it's a thing where it's like if you want me to do any different, I don't actually understand.
Did you guys ever watch Some Girls?
Yes, I did.
You know when Viva has short hair and Some Girls. Yeah. You know when the guy she dates, I can't remember, and he's like, oh, have you tried doing this extensions weave? He starts filling up Photoshop pictures of her with long hair.
Yes,
and she's like, what the hell? Like, I have short hair. This is my thing. Like, and he's just like, yeah, but you look so beautiful with long hair. Like,
and the thing is, I don't even mind if you say, oh, you look so beautiful. It's more of the comparisons to other people that would actually jar me, because it's just giving like, are you not content? Really? Do you actually like me? Really?
No, but the bottom line is you don't like me. The bottom line is you can't like me. You can't like me if you would do something like that.
It's because Jameen will do this. This is why she's green, because Jameen will do this.
All of this being said, I feel like loads of episodes ago, like season 1, we spoke about like what it would take to get somebody like down the aisle or whatever.
What would take what, sir?
To like get someone down the aisle, or like how deeply in love you like some of us would have to be to even consider marriage. Jameen, you're telling me that you're so far down. Like you're this is the love of your life. This is your husband, and he's doing this to you. You're gonna become with it. I mean, you can say you'll do it now because
maybe he won't be your husband.
Maybe he's your husband.
Guys, this is from my point of view. It was because I'm tired, but from my point of view, is giving this. You're okay, like okay, do your hair like that then. Like I wouldn't really have anything. I would say, oh, do you want me to take you to this auntie store? We can try and see what we can do. Like I wouldn't be triggered. I'll just be like, look at okay. Like do you get what I'm saying? I don't think I would be triggered. I'll just be like, if you want to talk to me directly. I wouldn't
be triggered. That I'll be pissed off. Like I feel like that. Like for me, that would be grounds to be like maybe. I
just feel like we actually wouldn't be together.
Yeah,
you don't want me.
You don't want.
That's how I would take it. As like you don't want me for me.
Because let's take Shay's example. Yeah. You said you like Asian women, but you're with me. Okay, cool. That's fine. Maybe you ventured out. Hair. Okay, fine. So let's do it with race.
If it was race, yeah.
Every time you go out, you come back, you talk to an Asian woman, what are you gonna do?
It's the principle of the matter. But is it more the situation? The principle is dependent on the situation.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The principle is dependent on the situation. Because it's like...
Why though? Is it not the same level of attraction?
No, I don't know. Because for me, I'm looking at you, when you look at natural hair, I'm looking at, oh, you're for the cause. That's what I'm saying. I don't really look at it like, oh, you're being like, you're insulting me.
Yeah, okay.
I feel like if you was like a Asian woman or white woman,
then it's like there's no way that is.
I can never be that
from me because
I can take the wig off my head.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I can't.
It's like kind of like if it was natural hair, I'm like, oh, do you know what? Like the cause is nice. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, support the cause.
I don't even think the cause is nice. But I hear what you're saying.
Do you get like
because you can be for the cause, but shut your mouth when you're around me. Like what are we doing here?
But be for the cause. Be for me. I am the cause.
I am the cause. Exactly. Like what are we doing here?
No,
he's telling you the cause.
Me like, as I am.
He's telling you the
cause.
Like I'm telling. I don't know.
Whatever version of me is the cause. Yeah. That's the cause. Not what's called Dr. Uma. Black forever.
That was the whole body. No, but that's my cause.
Eddie is my queen. I think if it was another race, and I don't. I would assume you have a fetish, and then I would be like, you're weird.
Either for me or for them. Yeah.
I'll be like, you're
depending on
weird.
your history.
Yeah, I'll be like, you're kind of weird. Then I would be like,
Yeah.
you're weird. Yeah, I'll be like, you're very weird. But if it's just like, I don't know, natural hair, I don't know. If you like the natural look, like, okay, be natural then. Like, I don't know.
No,
It's like,
no, it's
I
been a
don't know.
long.
I just don't think as a man your type should be that specific. I mean,
why?
I feel like your
I feel like-
type.
okay,
No,
if
I
you
feel
have
like your
type,
type
like,
can be
style-wise,
specific,
like,
but
you
it
like
should
earthy
be me.
babes. I agree with that.
Like,
But
what the hell?
let's say like you have a history of dating like more earthy boho babes, right? Earthy boho babes can wear braids, they can wear fros, some of them wear wigs, some of them wear extensions of any sort. If you sit and look at me, you're like, your hair has to be in X format.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be
that's
like, that's
crazy.
weird. Like
That's weird.
anything
That's
else, like you
too
like streetwear babes,
specific.
okay, makes sense. You like boho babes, that makes sense. You like old babes, anything that is some people's types are too. Let's say the blonde brunette thing that is too specific.
That's
Now
just
that I get the
so funny to
psychology,
me.
but that is so
That breakdown
specific.
floored me. I
What?
said, "Whoa,
Nah, man.
there's levels to this." Because what do you mean if you dye your hair, you just still to your
You're
core?
fake.
You
Fake
always
white.
be.
That's crazy.
You're fake.
You're fake.
That's crazy. Though. I can't
No,
lie.
literally.
I still don't understand it, but
No, because I was literally at work. I was just like, so this is how you guys actually think and processing. I think his babe was naturally ginger though. So kind.
she's a kind woman.
She was a kind woman, yeah.
Well, I've heard that people avoid. Sorry, I'm an ally to the ginger community. I have one ginger friend. I've heard that with ginger women, they think that some of them are too fiery. Though.
That's
the flip
another
side.
thing. But that's usually in association to what's it, Irish. I've heard that was a breakdown on that. Like
Shout out the Irish. I really rap with
ginger
you lot.
women are like super fiery and stuff like that. I just think all these associations are just so like
It's all a bit insane when you think about
it's
it.
all so hypothetical
If
to
you really
base
want to
your
be
entire
frank,
relationship
it's all
on.
race science.
Literally.
Because what are we doing here? What do you mean X hair color? X even like obviously skin color, whatever is race science, but hair color? Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And I think as black people, because we change our hair so much, that's why the concept of it doesn't make sense.
There's a similar one
at
though.
all.
No, there's a similar one. Girls with locks. So people say that girls with locks, because it's like their natural hair that they're growing out, that they're more like virtuous. Like that's why people are so confused by Chloe and Halle. Yes, people are so confused by Chloe and Halle
because they
because people are
think
like, oh, but they're light skinned locks babes. Like why would they
No, those
deal
people are
with
the
Atlanta
ones.
rappers?
The people that I see with locks are the people that.
Child.
Anyway.
Insane, but
are like-
yeah, but the idea is like
Because
some men
freak,
associate them with
so
like
chic.
more virtuous, or people
Freak
with more virtuous qualities. Like if you're a looks babe,
Okay.
like natural like looks babe, like
That's
you're
so
like,
interesting.
oh, like you know, you're meant to be down to earth and you're meant to be really like self-preservatory, and like you would never date an ATL rapper because you care about like the bigger picture. That's what they saying. That's what they saying. But obviously
so
that's
hypothetical
very
again.
hypothetical.
So,
Hypothetical and pathetic, but what's my own? Anyway, y'all.
Because I have looks. I'm one with nature. That's actually hilarious.
It makes no sense. Thank you for watching. This episode was a little bit all over, but we touched on a lot of different topics today.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just very free flowing conversation. 2 hour free flow. Anyway, I have to edit it down to an hour and a half somehow. But
No, I feel like it'll be possible, you know.
okay, well, yeah, I'll cut things out. Yeah, but yeah, thank you guys for watching. This is season 2, episode 3. Episode 3. Yeah.
Episode 3.
Yeah, we're blasting through these
Nah,
episodes.
guys, the consistency. I was talking to Jameen about it on the train. Yeah, last season we only had 10 episodes.
By the way.
We're already about to
about to blow that
out of the water, and
of the water.
we're only on our 3rd one. So yeah, there's so much more content coming from us this
Yes,
season,
sir.
guys. Like, be excited, be ready.
And we have over 100 subscribers now.
Whoa!
Thank you guys. Thank you. Tell a
No,
friend,
because
tell a
we've been
friend,
trying to
tell a friend.
crack at that number.
That 100. So yeah, it's really nice to see that our little family, our little family is growing. Yeah, please keep sending the episodes to your friends. Comment. You're a little bit quiet, but comment.
No,
Let
'cause
us know what you
comment.
think. Follow us on all socials at TJ Pod. TikTok is apparently where you guys love us the most, so keep following us there, keep commenting. Like we love seeing your comments and engagement. And yeah, anything else to say, y'all? Is that it?
That's it. Oh, yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
did you want to say something?
cool.
That's
it.
So, guys.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you. It's been your girl Shay.
It's been your favorite fly babe, Mayowa.
Benjamin.
Bye guys. See you next week. Hopefully with everyone else. See you
Yeah,
next week.
because hopefully at the upper they're missing
They
you.
will be here. Then we're gonna send them
Come back.
But yeah, thanks guys.
Bye.